Obasanjo still angry. I dumped him. Taiwo blows hot. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post such juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. A strange wife of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, Taiwo, has angrily reacted to a disclaimer issued by the former leader, subtly questioning her mental health and declaring that though she gave birth to 2 children for him, she was not his wife. Controversy started on Sunday when Taiwo waded into the controversy trailing the statement of the former army general at Eastern Oyo State during the last week commissioning of project executed by the state governor, Seyi Makinde. Obasanjo, who was a special guest of honor, had chastised some Yoruba traditional rulers at the event for not standing up to accord him respect as a former president. He consequently ordered them to stand up and recognize his presence. However, in a statement on Sunday titled Oyo Kings, a plea for forgiveness, Mrs. Obasanjo, who has 2 children, Olojuwon and Olubumi, for the former president, begged for permanent and eternal forgiveness and pardon from all Yoruba sons and daughters worldwide, fathers and mothers, youths, teenagers and children, Christians, Muslim, traditional worshippers, all leaders in Yoruba land and the Council of Kings in Yoruba land. In a swift reaction, Obasanjo, through his special assistant on media, Kahinde Akinyemi, said that claim Mrs. Obasanjo is an impostor. For the record, Mrs. Martins has 2 children, Jomo and Bumi, for Chief Obasanjo, but to say emphatically that she is not his wife, nor a member of the Obasanjo family. Her posturing as Chief Obasanjo's wife is false and that of an impostor. Nobody makes statement on behalf of the Obasanjo family except Chief Obasanjo or people delegated by him to do so. It must be noted that the state of health of Mrs. Martins is known to all and sundry, and whatever she says or does has nothing to do with Chief Obasanjo as an individual or the Obasanjo family as a whole, Obasanjo has stated. Taiwo, in a response titled Obasanjo the Greatest Impostor, the rear and rantings of an old dying lion, laying claim to infallibility, said the former president is responsible for most of the challenges facing Nigeria because he failed to utilize the golden opportunities he had to turn the country around. According to her, Obasanjo, since Obasanjo left office, he has constituted himself into an infallible critic, never seeing any good in any of his successors. She said, and I quote, "My attention has been drawn to a statement credited to President Obasanjo, President Olusegun Obasanjo, in which he called me an impostor and raised a lot of issues beneath his status, including telling the world that my mental health is questionable. For the record, I want the world to know that Chief Olusegun Obasanjo is the greatest impostor of all time, the liar, the deceiver, who now equates himself to the Almighty God and who now arrogantly believes that he has the unchallengeable power of life and death, and to render totally useless whoever tries to point out any error of his or does not agree to any of his rigid almighty posture of methodology in handling issues. Once that the Obasanjo sees you as a perceived enemy who will not dance his tune 100%, he will go all out to destroy you. He will do all within his highly toxic evil network to destroy whoever offers a word of respectful caution to him. From a very poor, humble beginning, God gave that Obasanjo all that anyone could ever want in life, took him to the pinnacle in the army and in the government of Nigeria. Since you left Duncan Barracks, you have been fighting our president who came after you, seeing, talking, addressing them as no good. You have rubbished, abused, insulted, criticized, humiliated, fought, ridiculed every president who came to power. Are you the only ex-president we have in Nigeria? All our former presidents, General Babangida, General Abdul Salam, General Yakubu Gowon, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, etc., they do not fight their children or wives, nor ridicule people here and there in our nation. All our former presidents in Nigeria comport themselves with dignity. They do not fight nor rubbish every successful president we have like you do, she stated. In his ignoble statement, Daddy Obasanjo said it must be noted that the state of health of Mrs. Martins is known to all and sundry. Well, it must be noted that any leader like you who justified indecency, humiliation of leaders, talks a night like a tout or an area boy, but recounts mannerism shows us his mental state, that he is mentally deranged, and there are more than enough evidences from a behavioral and public utterances. For the record, my mental state is in perfect condition. I salute you, Sir Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the great legend of health to maintain Nigeria and Africa. It is because I voluntarily left you, which no wife of yours has ever done, that you want me insane or bedridden. Many times you have done the unimaginable to me, crippled all my business ventures, tried to label me insane, but God made me to triumph over your schemings. That I'm still alive is a great sorrow to you. That I'm still breathing without one naira from you is still a great pain and sorrow to you. Have you not begged me many times in the past to come back to you? Yet you query the state of my mental health. You loved me very much in the past to the extent of even beating your first wife in the house because she insulted me. It is still very painful to you that I left you and I'm still alive. God has kept me. When I couldn't cope, I ran out and left your home because you were pushing me mad. Didn't you take me round several houses you own that I should pick one and live there instead of departing from your life completely? Didn't you also bring a car to me which I returned to you? All this I did when I told you I did not want to have anything to do with you again. Didn't you make me to sit down publicly on your lap at the commissioning of your farm for the press to take photos of us, and the photo was all over Nigeria in all the newspapers? It is said hell had no fury like a woman scorned, but it's appropriate to say hell had no fury like an ex-president scorned, and now your ego is brutally scorned and deeply hurt because I left you and you are now humiliating yourself, not me. By the way, can you provide the world with evidence that you put in your house now as a missus, that you paid any bride price or took her to court to marry? She's simply answering your name because it is convenient for you. How many wives of yours did you marry officially with all the marriage ceremonies performed? Please tell the world. I repeat again with all respect to you, sir, that you are the impostor who, like Satan, is masquerading as a solution to problems which have created for us in Nigeria and Africa. We are the real problem, troubling the land of Nigeria, the people of Nigeria, troubling families and homes and the society at large. God gave you long life, good health, made you famous, gave you wealth, made you 3 times president of Nigeria, yet you couldn't give us beautiful roads, 18 or 24 hours electricity, which others could build on. All you do is fight, and fight every president who comes into power after you, instead of embracing them as your loving children to be mentored, supported, and guided by you to give us excellent service that will bring us comfort in all the whole nation. The only leader you couldn't cage or render important in Africa, the current president of Nigeria, Tinubu,